Hurricane Danny has started to strengthen over the past couple of hours through the morning. You can see as we zoom in, you can see that eye a little more defined as we head through the morning, and as he continues to develop, the cloud tops have cooled down for him. He is getting in on a little bit more moisture, and his winds have strengthened. His pressure has fallen, so all good signs of development. He's already looking at his winds up to 85 miles per hour this morning. The threshold for a Category 2 hurricane is 95. So he's about halfway there from Category 1 to Category 2. Now, as he moves westward, he will start to run into more wind shear, and then as he moves northward, he'll run into some drier air. So those will hinder him from developing too much. But because he is so small, he could weaken very quickly. He could also strengthen very quickly. So we'll have to keep a very close eye on him over the next 24 to 48 hours as he's sitting in that pool of moisture with low wind shear. He could continue to develop. So we'll have to keep a close eye on him. But then once he heads closer to those windward islands as we head through the rest of our weekend, he'll start to weaken very quickly by the time he heads past the islands, because he'll be looking at a lot of wind shear and, like I said, some of that drier air as well. So we'll continue to keep a close eye on Danny, but he's not the only area of interest across the Atlantic. He's certainly the most interesting, but we do have another disturbance to talk about, a nice broad area of low pressure just south of Bermuda. You can see just very loose rotation with some of these showers and thunderstorms forming out across the Atlantic. This system is moving northward and will continue to do so as we head through the rest of our weekend. The National Hurricane Center has given it a 60% chance of developing over the next 5 days, but only about a 30% chance over the next 2 days. So we still have some time to watch that system to see if it continues to develop. It is looking at a lot of moisture right now, so we'll continue to watch it just in case it starts to pick up pace a little bit. And then all the way across the Atlantic, right where Hurricane Danny first started, we have another wave moving off the coast of Africa. You can see producing quite a bit of activity off the coast of Africa. Now, the National Hurricane Center has only given this system about a 20 to 30% chance of developing over the next 5 days, but it's moving through an area where it's looking at a lot of moisture to the south, but a lot of dry air to the north. So depending on where it moves over the next couple of days, it could start to develop a little bit more, just like Hurricane Danny just grabbed onto some of that moist air towards the south. So we'll have to keep a very close eye on this system as well, but fortunately, we have plenty of time to watch it as it's still just barely off the coast of Africa. Of course, if we get any updates, we'll continue to follow these disturbances, and we'll continue to update you on Hurricane Danny as well.